Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Rachel Archelaus, and today I want to talk about fun ways that you can let people know that you love them. Valentine's Day is coming up, and although it's a holiday, I don't typically celebrate with any grandeur. I don't really buy presents for anyone. I do love the idea of celebrating love. I try to do it every single day if I can, and this is just a really great excuse to celebrate the people we love and ourselves, because of course we love ourselves most of all. So I have some ideas of how you can show people that you love them, or ways you can show yourself some love. We're going to start with one that is free. You can do an intuitive art drawing for yourself or somebody you love. I really love intuitive art as a medium for expression and introspection, and in fact, some of my biggest life decisions have been made using intuitive art. My boyfriend and I last year, we had a little separation, and then we were gonna get back together. I did an intuitive art drawing to show us what our relationship would be like after we got back together. And I actually gave him the drawing so that he could see kind of what we're in for. And it's a decision that we have never looked back on. So a really good question to use for this kind of intuitive art is, show me my relationship with blah blah blah, or show me how I love ... You know, you can really play with this and get your drawing to show you physically how you feel about someone. If you share that, that's something that they will never forget. It's probably something they've never received before too, which is really cool. Here's an example of a time I used intuitive art to look into a relationship. And even though I didn't share this one, it's really cool. It provided me with so much information about how we're intuitively connected and how creativity and joy are part of the relationship. And it was just so much fun to do. This next one is also free, and it comes from the website simplycelebrate.net, and it's called a love list in a joy jar. So you can do just a love list, which is basically where you write down what you love about this person. And if you go to simplycelebrate.net, she's got a lot of prompts to help you figure out what that is. So if you can't just think of all the things that you love about someone, you can go to that website and she will give you some ideas about what to write about. And a joy jar is just like a decorative jar that you can put all the love list items inside. So in this case, they are cut up into single strips and then put in this really cool jar. My dad actually made me this joy jar for my birthday, and that's why it says that. And he put this cool birthday thing in there, so you can decorate your jar as well. The one I gave him was for Christmas. So you can give these any time of the year. You don't even need an excuse. I mean, this is probably the best gift this person will ever receive. A whole bunch of reasons why you love them is pretty amazing, and it's kind of started this little spiral throughout my family, which is incredible. So I'll just read you one example. I'll pick it random. This is a little scary. Oh, it's perfect. See? I love you. Awesome. But there's also memories and, you know, silly reasons and inside jokes, and all these things just come together and make this explosive with love experience when the person gets to go through it all. I actually gave one to my mom this year for her birthday, and she decided to read one a day, and I'd never heard of that. So your person can enjoy it however they wish, but I swear they will never forget this gesture. So simplycelebrate.net, go and get your prompts and all the information on how to make your love list and your joy jar. And then this last one is something I don't think we think about very often, but what about reading together? I know that throughout my life, reading with someone has been really intimate. Even if it was like a Stephen King novel, reading to each other is really special. And I have 2 books here that are about love and relationships and even some lusty moments. So they could be really cool to read with your partner or with a friend or with yourself. The first one is the racier of the two. This is SAPO Does Hanaku by Scott Keeney, and it's really easy to read poetry. So if you're not a big fan of poetry, don't worry. This is more of experiential poetry. It's in the form Hanaku, which is why it's called that. Oh my goodness. There are some really sexy moments in here, and it doesn't take itself too seriously. In fact, it doesn't take itself seriously at all. but it's just really smart and beautifully written, and I've read it so many times, and it's really, really fun to read with somebody that you love. This is the illustrated edition. It's $10 on Amazon, so I will put the link in here below so you can go check that out. And then I have another book here by me and Scott Keeney, and this is Above the Surface, and this is a deeper book. This is a fairy tale. It has some poetry in it. It's fully illustrated, and this is all about knowing who you are even in your relationships. It's a quick read, it's an easy read, but it's a read that you'll want to do over and over and over again, like your favorite song. You just want to listen to it over and over again. This book, I keep going back for more, and I get the feedback from others that they do the same thing and they get something new out of it every time. So this would be an exceptional book to read with a partner, with a loved one, but with yourself, because it will bring you to this happy place of knowing yourself and knowing how you relate to others and how you don't lose yourself when you do that. It's really cool. I love it a lot. And if you want to make this an even more special gift, you can order a signed copy by both of the authors. And you can even write a little love note to whoever you're giving this to right underneath. And that'll just make it a little bit more special, though it is available on Amazon. Other than that, I think spending real quality time with someone is absolutely irreplaceable. If you're present with your loved one and with yourself, if you are fully engaged in what you're talking about and what you're doing, then you're never going to regret spending time that way. I really love it when I'm really present with the people that I'm with, and even if it's just a moment, you can really tell the difference than when someone's thinking about something else or when they're right there with you. So give that gift to yourself first of all. Really be present with all that you're doing in your life and with yourself. And if you want to read a book with someone, make them intuitive art drawing, or make them a love list and a joy jar, I think any of those options will never be forgotten and will really convey the depth of love that you have for yourself and for another person. So let me know if you decide to do any of these things. I can't wait to hear about your beautiful day, whether you do this for Valentine's Day or not. And I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.